In today's lecture, we will study about the cross product of two vectors. This is also called vector product. And in this type of product, as a result of multiplication, we get another third vector. And for example, suppose there are two vectors A and B. This is A vector and this is B vector, and this angle is theta. So A cross B means magnitude of A into magnitude of B into sine of the angle between them into unit vector. Now the direction of this unit vector will be always perpendicular to the plane containing A and B. For example, if these two vectors are lying in the plane of this board, then the direction of this will be either inward or outward. And this direction, inward or outward, we can find using right and thumb rule. In this, our hand is kept like this, fingers are curled and this is kept straight. जैसे कि हम अपनी फिंगर को ऐसे कर्ल कर लेंगे और थंब को सीधा रख लेंगे. एंड सपोज वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द ए क्रॉस बी, मीन्स वी आर गोइंग फ्रॉम ए टू बी. तो आप अपनी कर्ल को इनके साथ मैच करा दो आप ऐसे, और ये थंब जो है वो डायरेक्शन दे देगा आपको A cross B. You keep your finger like this and this thumb will give you the direction of the A cross B. In this case, this will be outward. So this is outward basically, perpendicular to the board and outward. Now if we have to find out B cross A, again this will be equal to BA sine theta into some unit vector. Now the direction of this unit vector, because we are going from B to A, then our curl will be like this and this thumb will be inward, so this direction will be inward. Now direction of this is opposite to this, therefore A cross B is not equal to B cross A, but this A cross B is negative of B cross A. Therefore, this is non-commutative. This vector product does not follow this commutative rule, but this follows distributive property. Distributive property is A cross B vector plus C vector. This will be equal to A cross B plus A cross A. This will be followed, and at the same time it does not follow associative law. Associative, this is distributive property, so it is followed. Distributive law is followed, but it does not follow associative property. Associative property means A cross B cross C is not equal to A cross B cross C. So this property is not followed. This is not followed, and this is associative property. This is not followed. Now A cross B is A B sine theta. Magnitude of A into magnitude of B into sine of the angle between them and into this unit vector. Now if the angle between them is 0 degree, theta is 0 degree, then A cross B is equal to A into B into sine 0 0, so this will be 0. If the cross product of two vectors is 0, it means they are parallel. If we have to prove two vectors parallel, simply you prove that their cross product is 0. If cross product is 0, then they are parallel. Simply you can say. Now in coordinate system, and we know this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis, and as I have earlier told you that this will be in anti-clockwise direction like this. If this is x-axis, this will be y-axis, and this will be z-axis. Now unit vector along this is represented by I cap, and along this is j cap, and along this it is j cap. Now if I write I cross I means 1 into 1 into sine 0, that will be 0, into unit vector, this vector will be 0. Similarly, if we find j cross j, because j cross j, angle between j and j is again 0 degree, so this will be 0, sine 0 is 0. And similarly, k cross k is also 0. But if we find I cross j, we are going from I to j, and I to j will be equal to, because this is 1 into 1 into sine 90 degree, that is also 1, into unit vector perpendicular to I cross j. I cross j means if this is I, x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. This is z-axis. So we are going from I to j. This is followed. I to j means now your finger will be like this, and this will be the direction of I cross j. So this will be along z-axis. So I cross j means this is equal to j cap. So we can write I cross j is equal to k cap, and similarly j cross k, we are going from j to k, this is j and this is k, this is j and this is k. J cross k means like this, because we are going from this to this, this will be outward. So this is along x-axis, so this is I cap. And similarly third is k cross I, and this will be equal to j cap, because in this case this is k and this is I. K cross I, this will be like this, so this is I. And if we move in the opposite direction, in this case we were moving anti-clockwise, and if we move clockwise, you will find j cross I will be equal to minus k, and k cross j will be equal to minus I, and I cross k will be equal to minus j. You can check this, and to remember this, you just write like this. This is I, j, k. You are moving anti-clockwise. If you multiply these two, I, j, you get k. If you multiply j and k, you get I. If you multiply k and I, you get j. But if we move opposite to this, then I cross k will be equal to minus j, and k cross I will be equal to, k cross j will be equal to minus I, and similarly j cross I will be equal to minus k. So this, like this, you can remember this. Now one more thing, if suppose we are given two vectors, and a vector is written in component form ax, ay, j cap, and this is az, k cap, and b vector is given by bx I cap, by j cap, and bz k cap, and we have to find out the value of a cross a. In this case, in component form, you simply multiply these two. This is equal to axi plus ayj plus azk cross bxi plus byj plus bzk. Now you again multiply this and this first. This will be written first and this will be written second. So this is ax bx, and I cross I we already know, because I cross I was 0, so this is 0. So this into this becomes 0. And if we multiply this and this will be equal to ax by, and I cross j, we know I cross j is equal to k cap. So this is k cap. Now you multiply this with this will be equal to ax bz, and I cross k is minus j. Okay, or simply like this you write, you are going, now this is I cross k, you are going clockwise, so this will be negative. So negative you put sign here and this will be equal to j there. Now you multiply second term with this is ay and this is bx, j cross I, again this will be negative because you are going anti-clockwise. So j cross I is equal to what? This is equal to k cap, and this is the negative. And similarly you multiply this and this, j dot j will be 0, and if we multiply this and this is j cross k, this will be I basically. So this will become ay bz I cap. Now you multiply third term with first, this is az dx, this is k cap cross I cap, and this will be equal to j cap. So this is equal to az dx, and this is j cap. And the next term, if you multiply this with this is k, this is j, k cross j will be equal to minus I. So this will be equal to az by, and this is I cap, and this will be minus I. Now this is having I and this is also having I. So we can write ay bz minus az by, and this is I cap. And second, now this is containing j cap and this is also containing j cap. So this we can write, this is az dx minus ax bz, and this is j cap. And in the third, for k, in these two, this is and this, we write ax by minus a by bx, and this is k. So a cross b can be written like this. So this is equal to, now you can check, and this is a by bz minus az b by I cap, and this is az dx, and this is az dx minus ax bz, and this is ax by minus ay. So there is another simple way for writing this. Now what you have to do, now the product is like this, this is equal to a cross b, we can write, this is a by minus b, you can write. And now simply the second way of writing this is, you write I jk means you write this expression in matrix form ijk, and this is ax, this is ay, and this is az, and this is bx, and this is by, and this is bz. Write in matrix form. So first you write I, you leave this line and this line, you multiply this and this, means left term and right term cross. So this will be ay bz, and then you multiply these two and change the sign. This side to this side, this will be written positive only, and this side to this side, this multiplication will be taken negative. So this is az and by, this will be positive, but you put negative sign, so this will be equal to by az. And similarly second term, for second term, now you leave this line and this line, and better you write this once again, you write here ax and bx. Now second term is plus j, now you multiply this and this is positive, this is az dx, and this will be negative, minus ax, and this is bz. Now third term will be k. Now k term will be written as, you leave this line and this line, this is k, then this will be positive and this will be negative. So ax by minus ay bx. So this is the simple way for writing this cross product. Now for example, suppose we have two vectors. A vector is equal to 3i cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap, and B vector is equal to 2i cap minus 3j cap plus 4k cap. And simply we have to multiply these two vectors, a cross b, we have to find out a cross b. So this is 3i cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap and into 2i cap minus 3j cap plus 4k cap. Now if you multiply these, simply you write I, j, k, and this is 3, this is 2, with sign you write 3. This is positive, this is positive, this is positive, and this is 2, this is minus 3, and this is plus 4. Now simply you write I, you leave this line, this is 8, and this is minus, you again change the sign, minus minus plus, so this will be plus 9. Similarly j, you leave this line, and you write this 3 2 again, you multiply this is 6, this is 12, this will be now minus 12, because if you go from this side to this side, sign is changed, plus k. Now k, you leave this line and this line, this is minus 9, and this is 2 to 4, and this will be minus 4. So this will be 17i, and this is minus 6j, and this is minus 13k. So cross product of these two is equal to this, and this vector will be always perpendicular to a cross b, means this will be perpendicular to the plane of a as well as b. And if we are to, suppose we have a problem and we have to find out the vector which is perpendicular to a cross b, you simply find out the cross product and then you try to find out unit vector. How unit vector is found? You divide this vector by its magnitude, and its magnitude is 17 square plus 6 square plus 13 square under root. You find out this magnitude. If you divide this vector by its magnitude, you will get unit vector perpendicular to a cross b. And if we have to find out the value of a cross b only, so this is the answer. Now this is again very simple, and suppose similarly there is maybe another problem. If we are to find out the area of a triangle, now suppose we have a triangle. This is ABC triangle, and this angle is theta. And suppose if we are to find out the area of this triangle, area as we know is base into this perpendicular. Suppose this is Cn by 2, and this Cn, and if we find cross product of, we consider this as vector, this as another vector. So if we find the value of AB vector cross AC vector, this will be equal to AB modulus value, and this is AC, and this is sine theta, and this is unit vector. And if we find the magnitude of this only, so this direction is not considered. Now this will be equal to AB AC sine theta, because this Cn by AC is equal to sine theta, and Cn is equal to AC sine theta, and it means for AC sine theta we can write this is equal to Cn, and this is Cn. So AB into Cn, if you divide this by 2, you will get the area of this triangle. So area of this triangle can be written as area of the triangle. You can write area of triangle can be written as this vector into this vector by 2 and modulus of this. Means only magnitude you have to consider. So suppose we have two vectors. This triangle consists of this A vector and this is B vector. Suppose this is theta, and if suppose we have to find out the area of this triangle, you just find out A cross B and take the modulus value of this and take half of this. This will be the area of this triangle. And similarly, if we have parallelogram is this is parallelogram. So area of this will be equal to A cross B. There is no need of making half of this, because the area of this parallelogram will be double of this triangle. So this is A cross B. So this is the area of the parallelogram. Now in physics, many physical quantities are given by the cross product, and some of them are torque. Torque, as we know, this is equal to R cross F. This is the position vector of the point where we apply the force, and this is force. This is cross product R cross F. Similarly, another physical quantity is angular momentum. Angular momentum is R cross P, and another physical quantity which is given by this cross product is, now if a body is moving in a circular path, so its linear velocity and this angular velocity has some relation. So this V linear velocity is equal to angular velocity into R is the radius vector. Similarly, the tangential acceleration of this, is given by angular acceleration into R. So there are many more physical quantities which are expressed as cross product. We will study one by one in the coming chapters. Thank you.